Oh man. Okay, so what are we doing now, guys?
Well, right now it's Extravaganza for another
Extravaganza.
Right. So what are
hour and
we
15 minutes.
extravaganza? We gotta come up with some content. Henry, do you want to do some eyewitness? Do you think?
Yes.
It seems to be the most requested thing.
Although, I wonder if doing Eyewitness Dinosaur Hunter now would be a good idea, as opposed to the next Extravaganza block in which more people might be awake.
That's true. What would we do instead?
Is Taz
Eyewitness
still
Virtual
awake?
Reality Bird.
We could do eyewitness virtual reality bird. Do you have that? I do, but I don't want to open up that computer right now.
Fair enough. I have it. Let's see if I can set it up.
Like,
I got this.
we are an organized and efficient stream team.
Yeah, that is a pack of lies right there.
I would do
How
an Animal
dare
Crossing
you.
museum tour if I had a way to hook Twitch up to the Switch.
My Max has a very full museum, but I don't know how to hook it up.
I am missing one fossil.
I have
think he has
all the
everything but-
fossils.
Well, how dare you, Robert?
How dare you?
Um,
And of course, because the game loves to torture me, the one missing fossil is one of the Quetzalcoatlus wings.
Oh wait, I might have a spare one of those. Let me check.
And yes, I know 16C0DB3C. I told you there are only two. I missed the wing. I thought it was complete. Turns out it wasn't.
Which wing do you need?
I think it's the left one.
if any of you
Like the
guys
one on
have
the animal's
questions
left.
for me, or for Henry, or for Bobby,
Unfortunately, I just have a right Quetzal wing.
Oh.
So
my first language is actually Scots, so technically it's English. It's just weird English, and no, I can't speak it anymore. Turns out when you first learn something that's close enough to English for government work and everyone realizes that you learned that by mistake, they all decide to stop speaking it around you so that you I can, however, read Scottish Twitter fluently. And
That
it's
was
amazing.
surprisingly loud.
Which dinosaur do we think has the coolest name? Go.
I like Cryolophosaurus or Pyroraptor.
Blair, we're getting feedback from your Zoom.
Yeah, I just turned it off. My bad.
No, it's okay. We have kind of similar voices sometimes, especially over computer, so I thought it was you talking for a minute.
Sorry.
And I was like, wait, no, that's me.
Oh my gosh. I guess for me, coolest dinosaur. I'm a sucker for Lithrinax. I love Lithrinax so much.
No, I think your favorite is Saurophagonix.
Why would it be Saurophagonix?
I think my favorite dinosaur name. There's something about Yi. Like, you know that it's supposed to be E, but you look at it and you just see.
Yee.
All right.
Thank you.
Two questions. Okay, two questions. One, do you see the virtual PC on Zoom? And two, do you see it on the stream?
I see it on
Yes
the
and
Zoom,
yes.
and I see it on the stream, yes.
I see it on the stream.
All right, cool. Let's boot up Eyewitness Virtual Reality Bird.
Hell yeah.
Hello,
I mean, heck
Eagle
yes.
Mars. I recently graduated with a master's in biology. I have an undergrad degree in bio. Right now, I'm sitting at a crosswords, wondering where to go next. So that's where I'm at. If anyone else wants to answer their question.
Yeah, I graduated 5 years ago from the University of Alaska Fairbanks with a bachelor's in geoscience, bachelor's of science in geoscience. After a rather long and windy college career that started way back in 2003 after graduating high school. But I finally got the bachelor's done. And I've been a paleontological monitor in Southern California for the past 4.5 years, that has entailed going to large construction projects and watching as the machinery runs to make sure that nothing gets damaged. And if they end up turning up a mammoth or a dinosaur or a fish or something, that it gets collected with all the data and taken to a museum. And as I was joking with Dr. Roberts just now, currently looking to get back into academia. So that's me.
As for
It's
me,
awkward being a bunch of friends all looking into PhD programs at the same time.
As for me,
Continue.
I am currently an undergrad entering his fourth year and therefore going to graduate soon. So I'm also looking into PhD programs.
And I am finishing up the very butt end of my bachelor's degree. So I am also looking into graduate programs. But I'm taking a year off so that I can actually focus on applying to grad school.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Which
I'm
is
the old
honestly
fart of the
the
group.
right call. I'm the second old fart.
I am the young blood. By comparison, I am 21 years old. Anyways, let's hope this one is less loud.
Yeah, apparently there are sound issues, so if any of you guys want us to repeat something we've said, let us know in the text chat. Hi, Ellie. Ellie is here.
Ellie!
She is wondering why I'm talking to the computer.
All your friends are robots.
Yeah, it's true.
Robots in the skies.
That was a Transformers reference, right?
Yes, it was.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. So it looks like 16C says that things are still too loud,
Yeah.
but I cannot hear the noise of the.
We can't hear it on the Zoom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we need the sound for Eyewitness Virtual Reality Bird? Like,
I don't think so. Let's
no
go into
offense
office
to
now.
it, but I don't
Let
think
me-
we need
hold
the
on.
sound.
Again, you guys can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just-
And now the
just
thing
mute
is not
the-
on the stream anymore, but I don't know if that was
Oh yeah,
intentional.
yeah. It's because oh yeah, I can't have the audio on the Zoom because
I would
it makes
just
me choose
mute
between either
the
the audio on the
sound.
computer or the microphone. So
I would just mute the sound of the game,
Yeah.
if you can. Because it's just too loud, and we don't need it. We can sing the theme of Eyewitness ourselves. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. If you donate $5 right now, we will stop singing.
all right, I turned it to basically as low as it gets on the virtual PC. So let's see if that works. Is this better?
We'll find out.
All right.
Vote
There's
now
also
on your
the
phones.
All right. Where do we go from here?
Wherever our hearts take us. Ellie, it's the game about you. Ellie is uninterested in the game about her.
All right.
Oh.
Let's walk into the aviary. Ah, this room. Where do we go from here?
How the hell do we wind up like this?
Someone pick a bird. Just pick a bird.
Pick a bird, alright?
Kakapo.
Let's start swifts and hummingbirds.
Swifts and hummingbirds.
Despite looking different, swifts and hummingbirds belong to the same order of birds. They have sharply pointed wings and are superb flyers, but their legs are small. Shall we take a closer look at that snout?
Take a good look at that snout.
Yeah!
Beak probes deep into flowers. A swift's
That is
beak is
what we
wide but
call
extremely short, and is used to
beak.
snatch insects in midair.
I have sent you
Aren't
guys.
ibises
a
the ones
picture
that
of
people hate?
Depending on where you are. Are you talking about Australia?
I'm seeing something about a Scarlet Ibis, and I guess they're very pretty.
Scythe-shaped wings. Which it will not show, but... Swifts and hummingbirds both have very narrow wings with a short main bone, but they use them in different ways.
We use it for pollen.
And
And-
small feet.
Murder.
Swifts and hummingbirds have difficulty moving on the ground, and they use their feet mainly for clinging or perching. Feeding hummingbirds.
Shit, sorry.
Oh, no, no,
Okay.
you're good.
So Grand Arbiter of Taste said, I can't see an ibis making it onto the rankings for animals Aussies have issues with. So I linked the song about birds.
Oh my
Bin
god.
chicken.
So I do need to warn for all the swear words ever. Don't listen to this while your mother is in the same room, unless you have earbuds.
Instead, watch this video on hummingbird hovering.
With a body length between 5 and
Do
6
it.
inches, this male violet saberwing is a
Can you
giant
believe
I'm-
dinosaurs
world.
evolved into
It feeds
bees?
at the flowers of a calumnia plant, inserting its curved beak deep into
And then
the
you have a
tender
moth
blooms to
It
suck a meal
evolves
of
into a
nectar.
bird that thinks
As it
it's a
feeds,
bee.
The hummingbird is dusted with pollen,
God.
and it carries this to the next
Is it
columnar
us
flower
or
that
it
visits.
that's messed up?
I don't know anymore.
I mean, you know I'm referencing a They Might Be Giants song, right?
Oh yeah, I just
The
don't
only They
remember
Might
the
Be
song
Giant
enough
song that
to
I know of
respond
is
to it.
I Am a Paleontologist.
I
just
am a
because-
Oh, Henry, I need to fix
paleontologist.
that, Henry. I need to fix that as soon as
Whoa,
possible.
whoa, 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 wait. Let's...
That's who I am. That's who I am. Ellie, what are you doing? Ellie, no. She wants my cheese. She should not be allowed to have my cheese.
Give
Let's see,
Ellie
what
the
did-
cheese. Wait, that's a bird!
I mean,
Let's see. What bird?
Walking
mean-
by.
So what birds are available? Oh, Puffin!
Yes, I'm...
Puffin!
Puffin? Puffin?
Puffin!
Puffin?
Puffin!
Puffin!
Fun fact, I first learned that puffins existed because there was this cereal called Puffins that
Yes!
was super, they were shaped like pillows and they tasted like what people who hate grape nuts think that grape nuts taste like. But I'm a boring person and so I like that flavor.
No,
Both
I
of
also
the
like...
Puffins and of the grape nuts. But that it was then that I was like, oh my gosh, that's a weird looking penguin. And then someone was like, that's not a penguin, that's a puffin. And I'm like, what the fudge is that? And so I looked up the puffin and I was enthralled forever.
I first learned about puffins like a really long time ago. A family friend made a little cardboard book about puffins that I am actually holding in my hands right now.
Pics
God.
or it didn't
And I will read
happen.
it to you.
Oh!
There once was a puffin, just the shape of a muffin, and he lived on an island in the bright blue sea. He ate little fishes that were most delicious, and he had them for supper, and he had them for tea.
I'm
But this
tearing
poor
up.
little puffin,
Okay.
he couldn't play nothing, for he hadn't anybody to play with at all. So he sat on his island, and he cried for a while, and he felt very lonely, and he felt very small. Then along came the fishes, and they said, if you wishes, you can have us for playmates instead of for tea. So they now play together in all sorts of weather, and the puffin eats pancakes like you and like me. The end.
That's so
I had to
fucking
mute
cute.
because of how much I was laughing.
I
That
am
is the
tearing
best
up because of how freaking cute that was. Oh my gosh.
Like, it's adorable. I was laughing because it was adorable, but I was laughing too loud.
I know,
That's
it's
the
great.
best.
What if Spinosaurus' snout was the same color as a puffin's beak?
This I not
Yes.
only agree with. This I agree with. This is going onto my list of paleo headcanons.
Yeah, same.
Also, Taz is probably going to kill me, but I may have tagged Horner in his Myosaur dojo picture.
I mean, I'm thrilled, frankly.
Sorry, wait. There's a Myosaur JoJo picture, and
Dojo karate.
Not
Dojo.
No,
JoJo. Okay,
there isn't
not
a
the
JoJo
Bizarre
picture yet.
Adventure. I am so sorry.
But
I mean, there might be if somebody donates.
Any evidence of a Cretaceous dojo at Egg Mountain? Oh my god.
yeah.
Taz is going to kill you, Bobby.
Probably. But Jack will probably crack up, so, you know.
Good to know. Ellie has eaten some of my cheese, for those curious about that development. But it's lactose free, so she will be fine.
Is good.
Yeah, I see you, Ellie.
Better the
Human
cheese than the
food.
Cheetos.
God. I just stopped getting Cheetos because she eats them. She eats too many of them. She's an addict, and I have to intervene.
Yes.
This has been an intervention.
You know 16C0DB3C? I think it probably does. I don't think we had you as a with an actual request.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, you can request a JoJo Mayasara. It's true.
Please satisfy my need for all the JoJo references ever.
For those of you who would like to request us to do
Small
something,
fish underwater.
for those of you who would like to request us to do something during this lovely game messing around time of the stream, there are so many wonderful charities for you to donate to on our About page. We haven't had a donation in a while. It would be great if you donated somewhere.
I will continue to drudge through this game. If people
You are
do not
valid, Henry.
donate.
I mean, we
Did
could
you
also
guys
just swap
know-
to me mapping out
We should look
stuff for my
at
field
the
camp
webbed
too.
feet.
Did you guys know that Black Lives Matter? I feel it's very important to say this
In
periodically.
summer, the legs are red. Other times, they are yellow.
Those are feet.
And small wings. Puffins and their relatives have short, strong wings that function as flippers underwater. And yet no mention of the... Oh, looks like we've got lag.
Don't we always have lag?
I thought that Henry was reading something.
No, I'm... Yeah, no, I'm at, Again, I am on Eyewitness Virtual Reality Bird right now, so...
Yeah.
Ooh, the Ancient Mariner.
The ice was here.
The
And
ice
his
was
rhyme.
there. The ice was all around.
It
Cracked and growled and roared
I'm
and
so
howled like
sorry,
noises in a
Henry.
swamp. At length did cross an albatross. Through
I
the
can and
fog
will derail.
Yeah, but
Just-
they're reading the
in a
rhyme of the
Christian
Ancient Mariner
soul,
right
we
now.
hailed it in God's name.
Oh, yes, read that.
It ate
I will
the
shut up for
food
that.
it ne'er had et, and round it flew. The ice did split with a thunder fit. The helmsman steered us through. And a good south wind sprung up behind. The albatross did follow. And every day, for food or play, came to the mariner's hello.
I guess that was it.
The ice was here. The
Okay.
ice...
Oh, that starts it again.
Frigate birds spend most of
Yes.
their time
Do I
over
have
the
my
sea.
geologic map done?
To feed, a frigate bird
Maybe.
glides down close to the surface and snaps up food with its
Do you?
long hook-tipped beak.
Grabby.
Oh, I just
Although they are
shit.
seabirds, they do
I have
not
to put in
waterproof feathers,
full
and they never deliberately land on the water.
and shit. Okay. Frigate birds. Sorry, I'm mostly looking at the stream and I'm seeing frigate birds right now.
Fair enough.
What are we looking at on the Zoom?
The
Chicken!
Zoom is the
Bastards.
same thing.
Chicken!
Well, no, the Zoom has a little bit of a lag.
I mean, the
Right.
stream probably has more of a lag.
Well, that'd be. Oh my gosh, I got my words scrambled. But yes. Ooh, my favorite bastards. The Galliformes bastards.
Shall we look at the ducklings dabbling?
Yes. Also, okay, probably should have asked this before I joined the stream. How much am I allowed to swear?
Infinite.
That depends on That depends on whether or not we have a guest on.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Right now, fire away. But
Cool. Because I was sitting here and I was just like, oh shit, I need to clarify whether or not I'm talking to professionals or goofing off.
again, if we're talking to Steve Brissati, maybe not. But right now, we're good.
Did I tell you all about that one time I accidentally
Like the adult.
swore while trying to explain something in class during a discussion about paleobotany?
Why am I not
I
surprised?
did that. I did that in my 11th grade history class, and then I just ran with it. So
I mean, you have heard people dropping F-bombs in their talks at SVP, right?
Yep.
I mean,
Sometimes.
yes, but so... Well, so the professor is Ellen Carano, who is the person in charge of the Bearded Lady Project.
Nice.
And she was teaching the course, and it was like a discussion. And everyone is like totally chill, and we're all talking about like the evolution of plants or something like that. And then I'm explaining something, and I just say, and you know, like all plants are just super fucked up. And then I realized what I'd done. And I was like, I mean, sorry, messed up. And then I immediately stopped talking for like the rest of the class.
I'm sure none of them cared.
I mean,
you're probably right.
I mean, like once when I was in high school, I was presenting something in an 11th grade history class, and I referred to some guys as assholes, and I was like, and for a split second, I was like, oh shit, I probably wasn't supposed to say that, but then I just ran with it. I just kept calling those guys assholes for the rest of the presentation.
Incredible. I think I don't know. I guess growing up in the platform boot of the United States makes it really interesting for me trying to deal with swearing.
Mm-hmm.
Dicks and tears instead of ticks and
Ducklings
deers.
feed by dab.
Oh,
We have a question. What is the
Yes.
Bearded Lady Project?
let me pull up a link. So the Bearded Lady Project is hang on, I'm typing and typing while talking does not work well for me.
Fair.
So the Bearded Lady Project is a photography and documentary film project basically acknowledging women in paleontology specifically. And they had a presentation at GSA and at AGU, and it's pretty freaking awesome. It's basically just talking about how women in paleontology and in the geosciences in general often feel like they have to be super macho, and all of their and a lot of the people that we see in paleontological media and education and stuff and documentaries, most of them are men, and usually cis white men. And so the Bearded Lady Project was kind of like the way to be like, hey, women are here too. And it's a really interesting project, and I hope it gets more traction, and I hope that other similar things expand to include people of color and LGBTQ folks more explicitly and stuff. So I put a link in the chat for people who want to take a closer look at it.
Also, neurodiversity.
Yes, neurodiversity too.
Agreed.
Neurodiversity is an important thing to definitely bring up all the time in paleontology.
Also, I would just argue physical disability, like so many aspects
that
of paleontology and
too.
geology, is
Yeah,
so inaccessible.
there's basically paleontology needs to get hella more okay with diversity in general, and the Bearded Lady Project is one of the many things that people have made to try and boost the voices of minorities within paleontology.
Yay!
Yay!
Yay! Yes.
On
The
to
beak
the
is
ducks.
opened and shut in the water
Duck.
to sieve out water animals and plants.
Peace was never an option.
Ducks can swim soon after
Oh my
hatching,
God, they're so
using their
cute.
webbed feet to propel themselves through the
Look
water.
at the little feeties.
Look at their feet.
Like other water birds, ducks walk clumsily on land because their legs are set
Ducks
far
are
back
really
along the
fucking
body.
cute.
It's unfair, honestly.
Why
I
are
love-
ducks are very pure and very cute.
Honestly, why are so many birds in general just unfair levels of
I'm
cute?
sorry, did you say ducks are pure?
We're not going there, Bobby. We're not going there today. We are ignoring that part of their life histories.
It's that's
Okay,
that's-
just acknowledging it.
We have acknowledged
We've acknowledged it, and now we're ignoring it.
to label ducks as impure, but
and now we have
we
a
think
brass
it's a
rooster.
best decision, so. Yeah, in terms of like duck and duck relatives, swans are probably the most evil. Meanwhile, ducks are great.
A swan charged my grandfather once.
We've got another donation! Woo!
Do they have any notes on the donation saying what they want us to do?
Definitely wants to get a doodle later, but doesn't have any ideas at the moment because it's 3 a.m. All right, awesome.
We will put you in the queue.
Yay.
Welcome to the queue.
So 16C commented, the rule of anatids is the longer the neck, the more evil.
That is true.
Me being myself read that as the rule of antacids is the longer the neck, the more evil. And I was just like okay, I can get down with terms having necks.
Behold,
Like a
So much art.
sadistic giraffe.
tapestry.
Torquay. What a gay Torquay.
It's true. But aren't all turkeys gay?
If you love,
I mean, you're probably right
if you
about that. I
like
guess
long-necked anatids, you're gonna.
colors of the pan flag, so that turkey is pan.
This turkey is
Okay, fair. Well, either way, dinosaurs said,
If you
clear
like
light.
if you like evil long-necked anatids, you're gonna love my future project.
Spinosaurus is the worst swan. Discuss.
Spinosaurus is a pretty bad swan, but you want to know what the most cursed duck is?
Oh no.
It's Dinoceras.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, fair.
Shall we look at the sharply pointed spurs?
Wait, isn't that Dinochirus?
As long as you say it with confidence, it's fine.
Tomato,
Evil
tomato.
Mars says, do you know of any non-binary paleontologists or like gender diverse things like the Bearded Lady Project?
Hi.
We do not. As far as I'm aware, I think the
Binary.
Bearded Lady Project is somewhat inclusive of non-binary people as well as like not cis women, but at the same time, because it was something geared more towards women, I think that there should be something for non-binary and gender diverse individuals.
I know
Something like that,
many
but-
non-binary people who are in the paleo field.
There are
Two of
two.
them are on this call.
Yeah.
Yes, there is a lot of and even like in the professional like Facebook pages that I'm in on, there's quite a few non-binary and transgender paleontology people that are rising in the field. So it's definitely like one of the more chill fields to actually go in and be a queer paleontologist or a LGBTQ plus and specifically trans and non-binary paleontologist in.
I would say that the thing with paleontology is that for the most part, people are really chill with like many numbers of the many different kinds of people that go into the field. The problem is that we don't do enough active stuff to call people in. So like we have really low rates of diversity, not because like we obviously have problems, like everywhere has problems, but like it's not overtly hostile. It's just that we're really bad at making the space for people to have opportunities to come in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The environment of paleontology probably isn't far off from just like the baseline environment of STEM.
Yeah, definitely. I've thought a lot about general LGBT inclusion in geosciences in general, as well as paleontology specifically. Because that was kind of fun fact. I was more scared to come out to my first geology department than I was to my own family. And to give perspective on that, I grew up in Utah in a very Mormon family. And so for me to be more scared of coming out in a scientific department than it was to come out to my own family is kind of a big deal. And it was unwarranted fear, I later found out, but it was still one of those things where it was like, you know, there definitely needs to be more space for discussion of LGBTQ issues and talking about, you know, the fact that we exist in the sciences.
Sympathy.
Like, the funniest thing to me is when, you know, a transphobe argues that trans people aren't valid because biology, and I just turn to them and I say, I'm a biologist with a master's degree.
And also
and they usually shut up forever.
Yeah.
Like, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yeah. If it helps anything, a vast majority of the paleontologists I have met, if they are not already aware of like trans issues and non-binary people, they are usually very willing to become learned and to be taught.
I think most people in paleontology just realize we're all just a bunch of nerds who like dead things.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And it, you know,
let's just party.
Yeah, basically.
And it's kind of encouraging how much, like, with everything that's been going on the past few weeks between the BLM resurgence and all of the transphobic stuff, how many people in the paleontology field are on the side of marginalized folks.
Yeah.
So, thank God. Like, again, not perfect. There have been problems. But
exactly.
Thank God.
Yeah. And I mean, oh my goodness, when's Riley coming onto the stream? Because Riley Black does science writing, and she's joining our stream tomorrow to talk about
Riley is coming on at 6 p.m. on Sunday.
Okay. So on
Sunday, what time
zone?
I think this is set to Pacific, so 6 p.m. Pacific.
Yeah.
Okay, so 6 p.m. Pacific on Sunday, we're going to have Riley Black talking to us. And I'm pretty sure we have other trans and non-binary folks coming and talking with us as well. So,
I mean, Haley is, and she's trans.
Oh, yeah. She's like at 9 on Sunday, though, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. So, Zula is talking about, let's see. She says, so coming out to my family has been so hard that I'm worried about how living my life as a trans woman will be in the future. I don't think any of us in the chat right now, as in on the Zoom call, are trans feminine, but I do know that we do have quite a few trans feminine folks. And I will also fight people to the death on the fact that trans women are women, and if people shit on trans women in my presence, they immediately die. So
it's true.
But that's a very honest and reasonable fear to have. But I mean, I hope that you know that you are supported within at least our circle of the paleontology community, and many of us are going to be furthering our careers to have more influence elsewhere, and hopefully make some change in at least our circles to have trans women be more involved and also be more welcome in our circles.
There are things happening. People are making an effort. It's not.
Petey the Tyrannosaurus is trans.
Yes.
Yes. But yeah, no, it's definitely, being trans in our society is extremely difficult to be. So I basically just want to say I hear you when you say that you're worried about living life as a trans woman. That's a very understandable fear to have.
Like, I'm not saying that that your fears are unfounded at all.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to reassure you that there are people here who will accept you and love you. For real.
Yes. Who will definitely fight if shit gets
You might
bad.
actually be surprised.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I get the impression that physics is worse than paleo, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Physics is a weird mess, but
There's just something about studying the diversity of life in the past that, makes you numb to weirdness in humans,
Yeah, you're just kind of like, fucking, have you looked at mammal teeth ever? They're fucking horrifying.
I don't know
Right.
if I do not personally know. I do not personally know how far that extends into like extant biology.
I think it depends on the field in extant biology, but like pretty much most of the evolutionary biology people I've met are pretty chill.
Yeah.
Like, evolutionary biology and paleontology are similar in that they are chill when presented with diversity, but still commit microaggressions and still need to solve problems systematically. But
Yeah.
they aren't going to shit in your cup for having a trans identity, so there's that.
Yeah.
This is a 35-minute warning for Rob Theodore, who will be up next in 35 minutes.
Woo!
Probably means it's time to cut the cursing down.
I shall cut the
as
cursing
people
down.
probably filter in to get ready for that.
That's fair. Let's see.
So many people are following our new Twitter. It's very entertaining to watch happen.
Yes, we are on Twitter. We are on everywhere. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if we're on everywhere, but we're certainly on Twitter and we're on here.
True. Oh, hey, does anyone want to see me be baffled at something on my field map? / can I share my field map?
Yeah, sure. Go right ahead.
Go for it.
Okay. So I'm gonna go into the Zoom call. 16C has some comments about requirements for transitioning or requirements for state stuff and transition related things. It really does depend on the state, but that's kind of a little bit of a longer conversation. Let's see. Hey Henry, you gotta I think you gotta stop streaming so that I can hop on.
Hold up. Yes, hold
happiness.
on.
In theory, you can.
Oh no, there it is again.
Oh shit.
I think in theory you
Don't
can
worry,
do
it's
it.
not sharing.
Okay. Hang on just a hot second for me to actually get to my fun times. All right, cool. Feel free to share.
All right. And let me know when you're about to take it down so I can.
Okay. So, what we are looking at right now is Seminole State Park in Wyoming. Woo! It's actually a much larger area, but this particular little white grid here is what we're working on. So I'm working on Paleozoic and Mesozoic beds that were deposited in Wyoming when most of Wyoming was an ocean because it just wanted to be an ocean at that time. That's basically all it comes down to. But anyway, so I'm dealing with this thing where you've got granite basement rock, which are these like purple spots up here, and then you've got this light blue thing, which is the Flathead Formation from the Cambrian. Then we've got some Paleozoic stuff, and then we've got a fault, which is okay, cool. There's a fault, and then we've got the same beds again, and then there's another fault. okay, that's cool. And then we've got the same beds, and then we've got the Mesozoic down here in this corner being a nice little gay rainbow. So then we get some weird bending messery here, and that's because of this fault that comes through. And you might think, oh, Blair, that looks like a strike and slip fault. It shouldn't cause that much folding. Shouldn't it just be like a clean cut? No, because this fault was actually a reverse fault. And so when it was underground, it was doing the thing where it was squishing everything together, which is where you get your folds coming in. And then everything turned sideways. And that's why it looks like this now. So anyways, then we got some beds reaching across over here, which is pretty cool. Like this stuff makes sense. And then we come up to here. And this is a problem. And the reason why it's a problem is because you've got this formation here, the goose egg, and then it's followed by the chugwater. And the chugwater has 3 sections, which is the red peak formation, which is this Mountain Dew piss color right here. We've got the Alcova, which is this nice Jolene green color, and then we've got the Gelm, which is this red. So we got the goose egg.
Please don't take my man.
Oh my god.
We got this goose egg here, and then it should just be red peak, Alcova, Gelm, and the rest of this mayhem. But as you can see, we got goose egg, Alcova, whatever the fuck this shit is here. Sorry, but that's my mood. Then the red peak, then the Alcova, and then the Gelm again. So I'm almost done with this map, except for the fact that I have to decide what the hell I think is happening here. And I don't know what's happening because it's not set up in a way that allows me to say, oh, there's a fault there. That explains why the beds are like this. Or, oh, it's a fold, because it's not, it doesn't do the mirror symmetry thing. And I'm so mad and so tired. I don't want to look at this map anymore. But I have to.
I don't have enough geology training to help you.
I know. I just needed to complain. As long as I am free to complain, I will do so.
It was the work of powerful beings from another dimension.
It's the work of an enemy stand. You can say it's the work of an enemy stand. That's my mood right now.
I mean that was referencing something in my fiction universe which nobody else has heard of because I am very bad at sharing my ideas because they suck.
Where is that, Blair?
But yeah, this is the work of an enemy stand.
I just realized that Red Peak 3 might actually need to move elsewhere. Look at me moving a bed. I'm going to move that boy here, and I'm going to move that boy here, and I'm going to move that boy here. I might just say this is all quaternary flow and that I have no... Maybe it's like doing a thing where, shoot, I can't really draw. Actually, I can draw. Ooh, I just realized I can draw. Okay.
Blair, what did you say that was?
Which thing?
Just your field area.
Okay, this is Seminole State Park in Wyoming. I can type it in the chat.
Up by Sinclair?
Yes.
Oh.
So what I'm thinking is happening here is that this Alcova bed will represent what I think is happening. So what I think is happening is that the beds are kind of, they're going up, and then they're going down, and then they're going up again. I'm probably wrong, but that's fine by me. It's not actually fine by me, but I have literally no fucking idea what is actually happening over here. So, but anyways, that has been, this has been Cussing About Geology with Blair. Also, if anyone has any questions about rocks in general that they want to ask, feel free to, because I have all the rock knowledge on the planet. Not all the rock knowledge. I just have a lot of rock knowledge. How do I turn off annotations?
Is it possible to learn this?
Is it possible to what?
Is it possible to learn this power?
Not from a Jedi!
Yeah, it's hella possible to learn geology. You have to keep in mind that I started as a biology student, and then I took a geology class, and I was like, this is my life now.
Fair enough. I'm actually signed up for a geology course on the geological history of the Earth next semester, so that's gonna be fun.
I
Oh,
just
yeah,
want to
it
point
was
out that all
really-
Henry was doing was quoting Star Wars.
I
But yeah,
am
I've-
definitely it was definitely a geology course that I took. It was definitely a Earth history course that I took that made me go, I don't want to do anything that doesn't deeply involve rocks ever
Valid.
again in my life, except for like spiders. But that's spiders.
Yeah, I'm probably definitely more of a bio person. I haven't taken any geo classes so far, so I'm looking forward to next semester.
Yeah,
I
geology.
am
is-
full geology. All the little nitty gritties of biology don't really. Some of the big ecology stuff is fun, and evolutionary patterns, but I like the rocks.
Then let our powers combine.
Yes, that is my mood. Okay. Oh gosh. Is that a plant or is that a rock? Is that a plant or is that a rock? I've been
Zoom,
asking myself
enhance.
this question for 5 weeks
Enhance.
now.
Zoom.
Those are plants, but those are
Enhance.
also rocks. What fucking rocks are those? Shit.
Are
Oh,
they
no.
are they rock plants?
No.
I.e. plant fossils.
Most likely I would not be able to
What
see
would
them.
a plant rock be?
This is horrifying, Blair. Are you aware that 4 different geologic maps combine right in the middle of your lake there?
As in like lines and shit?
Kill Bill sirens.
No, I mean as in 4 different quadrants.
Oh,
4 different
oh,
quadrangles.
you
I'm
wanna
looking at
see
the
something
I'm looking at the
cool?
USGS maps
You wanna
right
see something
now,
fucked up?
and
Hang on, let me show you something fucked up. Okay, so
Oh,
you can
God.
put topo maps on everything. And so yeah,
yeah, that's
I'm very
just meaning
aware
they
there
don't
are
have scale.
lots of map. Well, you just assume that anything that's from the USGS comes in feet instead of literally anything else. Oh, okay. So now we're buffering to something a little bit more fine detailed. There we go.
My God.
Yeah. This is cursed. And I had to make 3-point problems on some of these lines too. So I'm just sitting here like, hell no.
You know, I'm suddenly not complaining about the structure in my Alaska field site. So yeah, structure was my worst class.
Structure is definitely one of those classes that kicks you in the ass really hard, and it's only bearable if you have a decent professor, which some people don't get because it's hard to, I don't know. I got off really easy by having someone who wrote a textbook that most structural professors use as my structural professor, but
Well, that's cheating.
I feel like it's cheating. Okay. Wacky story time. So I transferred from my first school to my second school, and I was like, well, I guess I should check with the structural professor to see whether or not my structural credits count. And then, like, as the semesters went on, I heard more and more horror stories about how much of a hard ass this professor was, and I was like, oh shit, I should definitely check. So I talked to this professor, and I was like, hi, so I'm me, and I took structural at this institution from Gautam Mitra, and she was like, oh, you're fine. And I was like, I'm fine? And she was like, yeah, no, like you're good. You're good to go. I don't need you in my structural class. You're not gonna test me? No. It's been 3 years since I took structure. You're fine. And so that is how I managed to get away with not retaking structural, even though I got a C in the class.
Wild.
Amazing.
Yes, it has been. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Now I'm just looking at this topo map and wanting cry.
Our friend Kaz has described the pictures of Ellie sitting on my computer as stream attendant.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably very fair.
Yeah. She's very
Okay.
cozy and refuses to move. Yeah.
I'm a little sad I can't share like my full screen with you all because I'm like because I have like 2 computer monitors right now. I have, how many windows do I have open? I have Zoom, 2 Excel spreadsheets, 2 StereoNet spreadsheets, Google Earth, 2 PowerPoints, a Word document, sticky notes don't count, Discord, and 2 Chrome tabs open, and a files folder. So
Wait, you only have 2 Chrome tabs open?
See the difference between
I'm doing like
Okay,
nothing and I've
no,
got
no, so I have
15.
2 Chrome
see the
windows
difference
open,
Right?
between you and
but I have 6 tabs open. Now it's 5 because one of them I haven't looked at in like forever and don't need.
see the difference between you and I is I have relatively few different programs open, but hundreds of tabs.
Yeah, no, I'm someone where it's like I only have hundreds of tabs open if I'm in the research part of my of writing papers or making posters and stuff like that. Meanwhile, I am definitely someone who will have like, I'll have like Discord and Chrome and like 20 other actual programs open to do shit with.
Oh yeah, papers. Hey Blair, how'd your final paper go?
It went great. I got an A on it. There was some structural
Woohoo.
stuff that I needed to
Woo!
notes on that, but I got
Awesome.
an A in the class, so turns out
I
that
have a lot of tabs open, but not as many as Henry because I've been focusing on the job I have that pays me money, and now it's Shabbat, so I exited all the tabs from my job.
You
That's
have
valid.
you have not seen my laptop, but you know.
Yeah, I do.
Like, this is because you know I do a million things at once every day.
Henry, how long have we been friends?
Years.
6 years.
Isn't it close to 7?
Let me think. Well, I know for me it's been close to 6 years for you guys. I don't know if you all were friends before the chat.
No, it's probably 6.
Yeah.
2014. Yeah.
Yeah. Yay!
Graham, I do not remember the time before tabs existed. Actually, wait.
Hey, remember Chatsy or Chazzy or whatever it was?
Chatsy, yeah.
Oh, yes, I do.
16C is asking
God.
if Henry can play My Heart Will Go On. I don't know if you mean like just play it on the stream.
I
Which I
do
think
not
would
know.
probably-
I do not know how to play it on recorder yet.
I know, like, the beginning. But if I get my recorder out, I will wake up the cockatiels, which will start a chain reaction. And I don't think anyone wants it.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Good morning, prehistoric pomp. Or good afternoon, or whatever time zone you're in.
I hope you had a good sleep or a good meal. Or a good
Oh, from
shop.
being forced to shop, okay.
So are we? Are
We
we gonna
have
keep looking at this geomap, or?
I mean,
I'm
probably
gonna
not,
get
because I need to. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll just cover this and click this quaternary alluvium so I don't have to look at it anymore. Anyways, I will go ahead and stop my screen share. Henry, you've got 10 seconds
Yep,
to turn off the stream. Let me know when it's off.
it's off.
Oh, stop the share. Oh, Burpee! There's
That's
a
a bird.
Burpee in the room!
Oh, there we
Oh,
go.
Burpee's eating a Band-Aid!
Okay, now it's back.
Hello, Burpee.
Let me know when you're about to turn it
I can't
off.
hear you because you're muted.
Sorry, I was eating popcorn. Anyway, Ellie, no. Ellie, stop eating my finger. No. I want to show how cute you are. You're betraying me. Ellie.
Yeah.
Ellie, stop being a dinosaur.
Ellie is just the best.
I'm pretty sure that's not actually possible.
Ellie! You're adoring public awaits. Don't look at me like that. Come on. I swear to God, all I want to do is show you guys my bird. I swear. That's all I want to do.
I do not listen to synapsids.
No,
That's awesome.
no, she doesn't listen to synapses. Come on. I swear to God, if you guys could see how hilarious and cute she's being, you would love it. But I don't have a forward-facing camera on the computer. Come on.
Yeah, she's just having none of it.
She only wants to goof off when she is not being actively watched.
Rip.
This is how you know she's part of the bourgeoisie.
No.
That was really bad. I wish I could ban you for that.
Look,
Listen,
man,
I
she
don't
has had a
run very bad
traumatized
paleontology jokes because I'm bad at making very bad jokes. I run very bad paleontology jokes because I'm good at making the worst jokes possible, Bobby.
Remember when we tried counting up all the bad puns that
Oh my god!
and we gave up?
Oh, that
Are we talking about all my very nice puns that I can make on the?
We tried
Turn of a
tallying
dime?
it all up and we gave up because you had too many.
Let's see. So I am the. Oh wait, are we streaming again?
I will switch it
Ellie
back to virtual
clearly is
PC.
not in the mood.
Oh, nice! It's the pipes. It's the pipes screensaver.
Yes.
Nice.
So-
This sounds like a good moment to remind everyone that we are torturing ourselves with lack of sleep, both
Please
for
donate.
your general amusement and because Black Lives Matter. Please donate to our charities and support the bailout funds and the movement.
Yes.
Not only do Black Lives matter, Black lives are amazing, Black lives are loved, and Black lives are effervescent. And we appreciate the Black community, both in paleontology and outside of paleontology. And that is why we are donating to all these wonderful causes that are in our About link.
Yes.
Also, we have
Also-
15 minutes before speaker time, so...
Good
Yeah.
to know. Dude, I should probably get some work done.
Is it gonna be 15 minutes of just the pipes?
I guess.
Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling. I have
For
no
the
idea what the
record,
words are. Words.
I will now relay to the chat Ellie's tragic backstory. So, or I won't because Henry's playing guitar.
Oh no, you can go right ahead.
So, Ellie is a green sheet conure, and around this time last year, I got a notification from a bird shelter that said that they had a new bird and that she had been found on the streets, abandoned by a family, and then taken in for a week, and that she was very shy and hated all people. And so we took her in from the shelter, and we essentially nursed her back to health. And I don't know what happened to her, but we figured out that she came from Florida. So there's a giant chance that she was abandoned by her original family in the middle of Wisconsin from Florida.
Oh my god, that's horrifying.
It is horrifying. And now she has learned how to love again, namely how to love me and hate every other human. She tolerates Max.
That's valid.
She bit me.
Yeah, she drew blood from Henry.
I would like to point out that she is neither the first nor the worst parrot to have ever bitten me. The winner for both of those goes to an eclectus parrot in Australia.
Was this when you went to SVP?
Yes.
Amazing. For the record, Henry, she bit me earlier this evening during the stream and drew blood, so you're not special. I kid.
I think the one time I ever had a blood drawn from a chicken. Oh my god. The one time I ever had a bird draw blood from me was when I had chickens, and we had this lovely buff Orpington who was actually quite lovely, but we weren't sure of their gender. And so I went out in the middle of the night to go take a look at its saddle feathers, because the shape of the saddle feathers can tell you whether it's a boy or a girl. And as I was looking at our lovely Camilla and realized that Camilla was not a Camilla, I got bit and had a nice little gouge out of my flesh in my hand. And at the time I was rereading Julius Caesar for English class, so Camilla became Cassius, and he was delicious.
Oh my god.
Amazing. That's one benefit of having geckos. They cannot draw blood.
I mean, that's fair. And geckos are very cute. But Ellie can say I love you.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, fair enough.
So there are pros and cons to both situations. Yeah, Ellie knows how to say.
I have also booped a bunch of small, chubby snakes.
Good.
On the snout.
Yeah, Ellie knows how to say I love you, hello, kiss, because she wants a kiss. She's not a fan of the band or anything. Hello, baby, and I love you, baby. So,
Aww. Yes.
It's great.
Yeah, I would be very concerned if my particular pets ever started talking because they don't really talk that.
Like, I know I'm arachnophobic, but I theoretically love your spiders. And I'd be alarmed.
No, that's totally fine. Oreo has started doing this really cute thing so when I first got them, I picked up a little cardboard, not toilet paper, but receipt paper tube from Home Depot because I was working at Home Depot at the time. There were billions of them around. And I was like, oh, this will be fun for my tarantula to use. And Oreo hasn't touched it until literally this past month. And this past month, most of the time, they're hanging out in their little tube, and either their butt and some of their rear legs are hanging out, or their front legs are hanging out. And it's the cutest thing I've seen in a while. And that's saying something, because I look at a lot of cute things all the time, and it makes me cry.
That sounds adorable.
It is so cute.
Meanwhile, my gecko is currently sitting in the log as he usually does. I'm gonna be right back.
So Brambane is talking about their tarantula flipping their water. Is your tarantula a grammostola? And it'll probably be a little bit until they reply, but I think both. Oh, okay, Brachypelma. Which species?
Just watered my gecko.
Ellie is still perched on the computer, and Minerva and Ahsoka are still presumably asleep. So.
Hamori, okay. Yeah. Yeah, it seems like grammostolas and brachypelmas are the ones most likely to try and flip over their water dishes. Aphonopelmas like to put dirt in their water dishes, which has been my experience with both Deseret and Oreo. Mostly Oreo, though. Well, I'm sorry,
What
Adam.
a wonderful time to remind everyone that we need donations.
Yes.
And the more donations, the better. You can donate to the National Bailout or the Bail Project, both of which do similar things. So either one, take your pick. Or to your local Black Lives Matter chapter. The reason we're not doing the total organization is because it's better to donate local anyway. And or renewal campaigns to remind that we don't need to just help Black people deal with the current criminalization system, but also to help with programs that enable Black thriving, Black culture, and Black education. Yay!
Yes.
I'm doing a wave.
Do the
Can't
thing.
see because my camera's off. I know you don't have any money, but even $1 is helpful.
And
Even
$1 is enough to get you something.
It's true. We have no minimum on donations here.
Indeed. Therafosa do unmentionable things to their water dish. That is a mood.
I'm sorry you don't have a credit card for your Cirque Pump. Like and share the posts on various social media to spread to people you know who do have money. So that they can donate.
At least I feel lucky with my gecko. He poops on the exact opposite side of the terrarium as his water. That's why geckos are. That's one reason why geckos are great. They choose one spot to poop in, and then they always poop there.
I wish my birds did that. The poop is everywhere.
My tarantulas don't poop nearly often enough for me to care about where they poop specifically.
Like, on the one hand, bird poops are very journey, like they're more sanitary than other poops. On the other hand, they're everywhere because they can fly.
T-minus 6 minutes.
Woo!
How do we get our folks who want to join us in the stream, or oh my god.
I sent the stream info to Rob.
Okay.
So he'll have it. Rob Theodore, for those of you who do not know, is the exhibition and display coordinator at the Sedgwick Museum of Earth Sciences, which is part of the Department of Earth Sciences at the University of Cambridge. So we're really looking forward to having him. It's going to be cool.
That amazing Brambane. Amazing.
Oh my god. I don't know how to react to this information, Brambane. I really don't.
I barely had time to warn. Oh, I read that as warm first, and I was like, why would you be warming up your intern? Oh, we have a question about what species of boa for whoever was talking about boas earlier.
Adam.
Oh, Adam was. Got you. Wow, I'm looking at the stuff further south on the geologic map. And by further south, I mean, like, I just moved it down a little bit. And I think these are glacial... not moraines. Oh my gosh. Striae. Glacial striae.
It's important for everyone to know that Ellie is screening herself.
That's very important. Thank you for this lovely information, Meg.
You're welcome. Continue.
Okay. I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck is happening on my map. I mean, what the heck? Sorry, everyone. Oh, okay, we're good. Sorry, again, I'm mostly focusing on the actual stream relay and not the Zoom itself, so.
That's valid. Oh no, the password that I realized I can't change was visible again.
Rip,
well, it's not visible now.
Rip.
I have waiting room. I can kick people out. It's okay.
Is that actually Alcova? What the hell is happening?
We're just waiting for our next guest to pop into the room.
No, yeah, no, you're fine. I'm moaning and groaning about my map.
The room.
The room. Oh, so I started watching the 3rd season of Twin Peaks today.
Oh my god.
And holy shit, I don't know what's happening. Nick doesn't know what's happening because
he swears, Blair.
Oh, right. Sorry. I don't know what's happening. Nick doesn't know what's happening because this is the first time he's watching it. And so we're both like sitting here watching our favorite characters, 25 years older, doing stuff. And we're just like, Nick, what's happening? I don't know. Is this tube the new description of Spinosaurus? I can't keep up.
That's it. The best joke has been made. We all need to go home. We can never top that joke.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's...
For those watching the stream later, Brambane asked, is this tube design the new description of Spinosaurus? I can't keep up anymore. Thus proving that the 4 of us on the stream are hacks. who cannot come up with comedy.
Anybody watching the stream later should have the chat. I think it saves the chat as well.
Hopefully
Well, just in
so.
case. And we might put this on YouTube on the
Yeah.
ADAD channel. So, like, just in case.
Azula says, I watched the first 6 episodes of the first season of Twin Peaks. It's so weird. Twin Peaks is very weird. It's one of those shows that I definitely probably wouldn't have watched on my own, but I have watched a lot of things that I wouldn't have watched on my own because of my friend that introduced me to Twin Peaks. So,
Random question.
and also JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and the Yakuza
Okay, that was
video
my
game
question.
and Silent Hill. But
I regret to inform everyone that peeled mammoths are back.
Thanks, Adam.
I'm confused about.
Unfortunately, I believe there is not a peeled mammoth screensaver.